I've been living without you, daydreaming on a cloud with you like horizon. With you tonight is on an island.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so the reason why I'm filming this video is because I just want to get back into filming because it's been a good while. But anyways, besides that, I am currently so in love with Love Island that I felt and I took it upon my good self to give you guys a little review of episode 39. If you don't know, Love Island is basically a UK show it's basically a UK reality show that they're currently filming in Cape Town. So I was like, listen, this is my first time watching it as well, like the first season. So I was like, listen, there ain't no better time to start than to start now, is it? So yeah, so we're gonna talk about what happened in episode 39, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm gonna let you guys know what the good is. So my thoughts. I'm gonna try to make this really short, like a good 10 minutes, and then we're gonna get out of here. It's literally like 9:34 a.m. in the morning, so I'm trying to get this to you guys at least latest by 12, if not 11, if not. Okay, cool. So let's get into it. So the awkward kiss that Natalia and Jamie had was just ugh. Like, how do you tell someone, oh, I'm coming for it, and then you're like, oh, I just want it to be as natural as possible, but like you're asking them? Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, it was so awkward. Like, I feel like he lacks, by the way, I have my notes, I feel like he lacks some form of like, or like just being smooth. Like, he has no game. He's just a wet wipe, as they say. Like, I watched another YouTuber and he was like, Jamie is full on a wet wipe and he just needs to leave. And I feel like so does Natalia, because I feel like she's just playing the game. She just wants to be in the villa, and at this point I'm sick and tired of her, because like she's just wandering around aimlessly trying to just stay in there, hence their relationship with Jamie, according to me. So I love how every morning the guys always make the girls breakfast, the girls that they at least coupled up with. Like, that was really like a good note. But when we got to the challenge, it was a bit, you know, shaky, because when what's his name, when Mike did the whole pat thing to Priscilla, I died for her. I was like, that is so condescending. I know that Mike, it has has a really jokey personality, but at the end of the day, you don't do that to someone, especially in front of people. In fact, especially on an international TV show, literally half the world watches Love Island, and you're sitting there and this guy's like, okay, there, donkey. So when it came to the challenge and people were saying that Mike and Priscilla, their relationship or their coupling was being fake, I felt like I could understand where that's coming from, but at the end of the day, I also disagree, because if you look at Mike's track record, Anne didn't like him. They weren't really solid with Jess, so like, what do you expect? The guy has to move on, which he did, and hopefully like he's being genuine to Priscilla. But I feel like in the outside world, like I'm a bit shaky about how long they would last. I know that Priscilla has like the best intentions and really wants to sort of see where this could go, but I feel like with Mike, he's a bit smooth guy. I feel like his head would be turned when he's outside, but who am I to say? However, I do feel like Natalia and Jamie definitely do deserve the title of the most fake couple, because those two literally, I feel like it's so forced. Like, it is so forced. Like, she literally is just using him to stay in the villa, and he is just basically just there. Like, he's just basically there. And when they did the coupling, when they coupled together, I felt like it was just like them trying to stay in the villa, and it's literally like a coupling or a relationship of convenience. Like, nobody is really into, maybe he's into her, hey, maybe he's into her, but I just feel like she's again using him just like she uses look M. Yeah. And I feel like we're all tired of her. Like, she actually needs to be eliminated. And at the end of this episode, they were doing the whole like which couple needs to be eliminated, and I personally feel like they need to go. They need to go. But I do fear for Demi and Luke M, just because like their relationship or their coupling is pretty new, and like because it's literally the end of Love Island, like we're in the last week of Love Island, because we're like close to the end of like Love Island, I feel like their relationship is a bit jeopardize. I don't know if they're gonna make it to the top 3. It would be cute if they did, but I kind of see them like top 4, you know, or maybe like they'll be eliminated before Jess and Chev does. But like, I don't know, I just hope the best for them. I don't know if they'll also survive out there because apparently they live too far. I don't know, man. I don't know. But at the end of the day, at this point, I actually really love them, and I'm so happy that like they linked up, because I felt so bad for Luke M. It was actually just getting sad to see him just trying it with people and they just do him dirty like that. I'm like, can somebody give the boy a break, please? Anyway, yeah, so when it came to like the questions where they asked which of the relationship is more fake, and Natalia literally said, oh, she feels that she's literally being painted as like the villain just because of what happened with Luke M and her. But I feel like, babe, what are you talking about? At this point, like, he's gonna look like an angel because I feel like he's done nothing but just be a genuine guy. But like, why would you say on international television that, oh, he's making you look bad? Like, he's out there minding his business with Jamie. I feel like yourself and Jamie need to take a mirror and look at yourself and reflect as to why you guys are still on the show. I mean, you can't self-eliminate, and I guess like in that challenge you can't sort of pick yourself, so I feel like the next best couple to pick as like which is the fakest is them. But like, they only pick them because number one, it didn't work out between Natalia, and this is my opinion, it didn't work out between Natalia and Luke M, and because they're basically one of the newest couples, like they're the next sort of couple to pick on, which I feel like you're just petty and you're just burning and you're just breathing through the wound. So you need to move on and get off the show. Because like, guys, what are we even watching? Like, there's literally, we only see like a minute of those two on the show and nothing is really happening. There's no spark. There's like, it's just dead. It's just dead. Going back to the whole like their donkey thing that Mike did, when they had the conversation, when him and Priscilla had the conversation, like when they were all like at night, it was in the evening, when they had the conversation, I feel like I was so proud of Priscilla, because like I feel like she's definitely teaching girls to be respected. Like, how can you tell someone, hey donkey, or hey there donkey, and you thought that was okay? Although I'm pretty sure he did think that it wasn't okay, but I sort of really love how she handled it. She was very firm. She was very like, if this was going to be it, then I'm not a part of this. I don't want to be a part of this. So I think like she's really just sending out good positive messages to young girls, or even like that girls don't even have to be young to be taught anything. But anyways, I just really thought that like that was a really good message. That like she has a really good character on the show to just teach girls, young women, to value themselves and to be respected by people and not just be anybody's doormat just because you're on the show, you know? The whole Callum possibly cheating, personally, I feel like, guys, like, can we please give Callum a break? Because like, he wasn't feeling it with Shauna, like he literally wasn't, and he never promises her the world. And can we just know that the way he acts around her or when they were together is totally different? Like, he's more considerate, he's more of like someone who's in a couple more than like a friendship couple, where I feel like when he was with Shauna, like it was just like, oh, because we were together from the start, okay, let's just see where it's gonna go. I feel like it was that. But now that he's with, what's her name, Molly, like it just feels like, okay, cool, like banterish, not banterish. I feel like they hardly have banter. I don't know, but like it feels more of like a relationship than like a friendship relationship, or like we're in the show relationship, which is what I feel like they had with or he had with Shauna. Side note, in the evening I felt like Shanice looked really, really nice. Like, I'm loving her fashion, except she wears too many of these like puffy sleeved dresses, which I feel like they suit her, but like I actually really like the style. The other person that looked really good was Priscilla. Priscilla always gives us looks, but although she's like really dark, sometimes like you can hardly, but also it was at night in the show, but like sometimes you can hardly see like the detailing of the outfits she wears. I think also Mike looked really, really good, but I feel like all the other girls, or sometimes, what's her name, Paige looks really good, but I feel like we don't really get like a good fashion show, or like they don't give us the goods. For the guys, Luke M and Luke T always look good, Mike always look good, and then everyone else is usually just wearing a shirt or something. Like, I don't know, like there's nothing to say about them because it's that boring. Okay, so closer to the end of the show, there was a sort of voting situation going on where the couples were up for a voting and they were possibly going to be eliminated. And I feel like it came a bit too soon right after Shauna just left. But at the same time, it needed to happen because we're literally almost at the end of the season. I do feel like Jess and Chevo was picked just because like the person had nothing else to pick on. Literally. I also feel like the reason why Mike and Priscilla were selected for possible elimination is because like there's starting to like be like loopholes. Like Mike is just dropping the ball sometimes, and I just feel like he needs to get himself together. Because yeah, soon, I don't know, I feel like they're not going to make it to like the top 3, honestly. I feel like I don't think they're going to make it to the top 3 looking at the way things are going. I feel like she's like the way he's pissing her off. I feel like there's gonna eventually be a breakup if he continues to be the way he is. Like he's probably gonna be over him because I feel like she keeps giving him chances. Although I'm not gonna lie, like he is learning and he's said that she makes him a better man. Like I just want to give him the benefit of the doubt, whatever they say. But either way, I just feel like cracks are starting to show. When they voted for Chev and Jess, I kind of did raise an eyebrow because like, yeah, they're pretty much a quiet couple, but like, what was the reason? Like, what was the reason? But I guess you had to pick somebody now, didn't you? And at this point, I feel like Luke M and Demi's relationship are literally only at risk. Like, put aside the fact that they're basically a new couple, but I feel like their relationship is kind of at risk just because of Natalia and Jamie. Just because like they sort of, in a sense, I feel like they feel threatened by them. I don't know, like they're just hating on them, basically. This is definitely my opinion. I feel like they're hating on them and they need to give the people a chance. Like, guys, just because you're not working out and you're bitter that it was actually her own fault. Like, Luke M really liked her, but then obviously mommy was not feeling him, so she decided, nah, let me use him to get into the villa and we'll think about it when we get there. And now it's kind of like everybody can see that your current relationship is basically just being forced. So yeah. Alright guys, so that's my little review on the episode. I think I will do another one tomorrow, or I'll do as many as I possibly can closer to the end of the show or as the show progresses. I actually really love I Love Island, and if we could sort of get on in the comments down below, that would be super cool. Like we can have a little chat about it or whatever. And if you don't watch Love Island, I do suggest that you catch up. You're gonna really fall in love with the show and the characters. But thank you guys for watching so far. I will see you guys tomorrow on my next video. Bye.